Hey guys, my name is Jake. I am one of the creators of this app, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you a demonstration of how to use this tool in your language studies. So when you open up the program for the first time, the first thing you're going to see is this blank screen. You're going to want to go over here to your new profile button and start by creating a profile. You're going to input your username and also your email address. Now, you don't have to give us your email address if you don't want to, but the reason why we're asking for your email address is so that we can send you a notification in case we release something important like a bug fix or version 2 of this program or something like that. But like I said, you don't have to give us your email address if you don't want to. So we're going to create our profile, and here you can see my profile card has now appeared. Now your profile card shows you how many known words you have, and you can also upload a profile picture if you want to, but we're going to skip that for now. We're going to log straight in. And that brings you to this window right here. This is where all the magic happens, and since we're new to this program and the program thinks that I don't know any words at all, the first thing we need to do is start telling the program what words I know and what words I don't know. You need to do that by opening a text file. So let's click this right here. We're going to start by opening up this file right here. So this is a list that I have on my laptop of most common words in the English language. And the way the program tells you if a word is known or unknown is by its color. You can see here that all of the words are highlighted in blue. That means all of these words are unknown. And the easiest way that you can change a word to known is simply by clicking on it. So if we click on these words, you can see that they turn black, and that tells us that the words are known. You can see that they fill in this table down here and that the statistics over here also update to match the words that you know. So we can click on a few more of those words. You can also select words down here in the word table. You can see the word table is broken down into all words, known words, and unknown words. And you can also see it lists words according to how common they are. You can actually see based on this that some of these words repeat in this file several times. So we can click these checkboxes over here to mark these words as known, and notice as I'm doing that, they're being moved out of the unknown words column. Or we can deselect words from the unknown table, and then they're being moved into the unknown section. We mark those as known again. Or we can select or deselect words in the all section, so like this. Now, the second way that you can mark words as known or as unknown is by clicking and dragging text and then selecting Mark as Known. You can also mark words as unknown the same way. Now, the third way that you can select text is down here on the table. You notice that there's a checkbox at the top of the table in each section. You can use this checkbox to select all of the words in the table as known or unknown all at once. So for example, right here, if I click this checkbox, I've just marked all of those known words as unknown all at once. Or if I go over here into the unknown table, I can select this checkbox and mark all of the words in the file as known all at once. Now, if you did this by accident, don't worry, there is an undo button over here. But please keep in mind, this program is a little bit new, it's a little bit rough in some places, and the program isn't always happy about undoing a very large action like marking thousands and thousands of words as known or unknown. So if you click this button and you're undoing a very large action, it might take 30 seconds. It can be pretty slow. This will improve in future versions. This is just a version 1 thing. Consider this a bug that we haven't addressed yet. All right, so we can click right here, look at my profile card, and we can see the program knows that I now know 4,364 words. But I certainly know a lot more words than that, so we're going to go ahead and open up a few novels that I've read. So we're going to open up Charlotte's Web. We're going to open up Among the Brave. And we're going to open up Bridge to Terabithia. So these are all novels that I've read before. Maybe I don't know all of the words, but we can assume that I probably know 99% of the words. So let's just go ahead and mark all of the words as known. Just tell the program that I know everything in these texts. And we can see now that my vocabulary has increased to 9,616 words. So now that we've kind of done some of the work of telling the program which words I know and which words I don't, we can start to see why this program is so powerful and so useful for your language studies. So the way where I'm going to demonstrate this is we're going to open up 3 additional novels. We're going to open up Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. We're going to open up The Catcher in the Rye. And we're going to open up All Quiet on the Western Front. All right, so one of the main reasons we decided to build this program is because if you're an advanced language learner, it can be difficult to find reading material that's suitable for your reading level. You don't always know how advanced or how difficult a text is before you start reading it. And that's one of the things this program can help you with by looking at the statistics over here and the word statistics column. So if we look here, we can see that Harry Potter is 85,000 words long, The Catcher in the Rye is 77,000 words long, and All Quiet on the Western Front is 63,000 words long. So based on this, if you want to read something shorter, Harry Potter probably isn't the best option for you. Maybe you should read something else if you want to read something that's shorter. But let's look down here at the unique word count right here. So we can see right here it says Harry Potter has 6,317 unique words. But I want to explain a little bit what that means. So let's look over here at the word the. We can see that in Harry Potter, the word the appears 3,751 times. And so under the total word count, it's counted as 3,751 words. But under the unique word count, it's counted as only one word. So no matter how many times a word shows up in the text, it's going to be counted only once under the unique words. So the unique word count is a useful way of measuring how complicated a text is. So let's compare the text space on that metric. We can see Harry Potter has 6,317 unique words, The Catcher in the Rye has 4,024 unique words, and All Quiet on the Western Front has 6,245 unique words. Now, based on this information, we can say that if we're going for the easiest text, maybe The Catcher in the Rye is probably the best option for me. Even though All Quiet on the Western Front is the shortest novel, it's not the simplest novel. The Catcher in the Rye is 10,000 words longer than All Quiet on the Western Front. It's 70,000 words compared to All Quiet on the Western Front's 63,000 words. And yet, The Catcher in the Rye only has 4,000 unique words compared to 6,000 unique words for All Quiet on the Western Front. So The Catcher in the Rye is longer than All Quiet on the Western Front, but it's got a simpler vocabulary. And we can also see that broken down here under known versus unknown unique words. We can see that maybe I want to learn all of the words in the novel before I read it. In that case, I would have to learn about 1,400 words for The Catcher in the Rye. But if I wanted to do the same thing with All Quiet on the Western Front, I'd have to learn about 2,600 words. So that's a lot more difficult, it's a lot more work. If I'm going for a simple novel, All Quiet on the Western Front probably isn't as good of an option as The Catcher in the Rye. Now, the other thing that we designed this program for is to help you learn vocabulary that's relevant to you as quickly and easily and efficiently as possible. And that's part of what this word table is for. So for example, if you are a doctor or a medical student and you want to learn a bunch of medical vocabulary, That's probably what's going to be most relevant for you, but someone who is interested in fantasy novels probably has different vocabulary requirements. This word table can help you learn the vocabulary that's relevant for your interests by showing you the most common words in the files that you open in the program. So we can see that play out here. If we go to Harry Potter and we go under unknown words, we can see right away that the most common unknown words are a bunch of names: Harry, Hagrid, Hermione. But if we scroll down, we can see that other words become pretty common. Words like wizard or owl or points are all very common words in Harry Potter. But if we go to All Quiet on the Western Front, which is a novel about war, and we go under the Unknown tab, again we can see the most common words are a bunch of names, but if we keep going down, we see that words like trenches, or bombardment, or deterring, or cigarettes are actually much more common in All Quiet on the Western Front. So you can easily use this to pick out words that are relevant to your interests, and it can also help you pre-study the vocabulary for your novels. So when I'm learning a language, one of the things I like to do is I like to study the vocabulary in a novel before I start reading. That way I get all of the study out of the way, and when I start reading, I can read more for enjoyment, and it doesn't feel as painful to read a book with, that would have had a lot of unknown words. And this program makes that very useful and easy. Also, for example, if I want to read The Catcher in the Rye, maybe I don't want to know every word in the book. Maybe I don't want to learn every word in the book. Maybe I only want to learn all of the words that show up maybe 2 or 3 times. And again, this table makes that very easy. You can just go to unknown words and maybe start learning until you get all the way down to only the words that show up, 2 times or more. And once you've learned all of that, you're good to go. All right, the last thing I want to show you is over here on the word statistics column. You have 2 tabs. There's the current text tab, and there's the all opened texts tab. Now, if you click this tab, you can see cumulative information, cumulative statistics for all of the files that you currently have open. So right now I have Bridge to Terabithia, Harry Potter, The Catcher in the Rye, and All Quiet on the Western Front open, and we can see that across all 4 of those files we have a total of 260,000 words, and of those we have 12,353 unique words. So this is a very useful feature if you want to upload, for example, maybe I want to upload all of the Harry Potter novels, right? And then I want to see information for all of them all at once. That's what this feature is for. So that's it. Thank you so much for your time. I hope that you find this program as helpful for your language studies as it was for some of our team members. We are already very hard at work working on building version 2 of this software. We've got a lot of fun surprises in store for you for that. But in the meantime, happy studying, and I hope you have a wonderful day.